Alright, so this is going to be the last setup in my food journal. And of course, we made a little error in February. It's supposed to be March, but it is what it is. So we're going to do March. And I normally don't color code them. I don't really care what it is. But March is my mom's birth month. And her favorite color is blue. So I'm going to use my blue ones. Because February ends on a Saturday. Okay, so I still would have been fine. I mean, yeah, it ends on a Saturday, so I'm still good. So I was looking at what planner I want to get for the next, for the rest, or like the next, I guess, 6 months, or did I? Yeah, I think I did decide to do them for like the next 6 months because I had a few of them up there. So I'm going to stick with Clever Fox. I'm going to get a, what is it? It is a, so I'm going to get a few planners from Clever Fox, just because I like the layout and how it works. But I'm going to get their fitness planner, which is just a small spiral book. A small spiral journal, and it gives me just exactly what I need. It don't have no food or anything in there. The stuff at the back, I already know what I'm going to use that for. I'm going to get, I'm going to get both of their medical journals. So they have they have like 3 of them, but they have 2-year ones and then a 3-month one. So I'm going to get I think it's the premium year, but I'm going to get the premium year. And I'm going to get the 3-month one because 3-month one like really goes like in deep detail of what's wrong with everything. And then I like the year one because then I can put everything in there so I can have all my stuff for the year in the book. So when I go into the next year, I know exactly. I could take the other 4 notebooks, combine them, put them in that 1 notebook, so everything is in one system. So when I need to go to a doctor, or if I move and have a new doctor, or if my doctor goes to, they happen to retire, I could just go ahead and show them everything that's there, even though it'll be in the chart. Yeah, I'm still going to talk to a doctor. So I'm going to get those 2. There is a food journal that has just the 6 months and individual days. That's it. No journaling pages. I don't think it has any pages in the back for your products to it. I don't know. I don't think it do. But that's perfect. It's more than perfect for me. It gets everything that I need. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and use those. I think there was I'm trying to figure out what it is because I haven't placed the order yet. It's actually January as I'm setting this up. So I haven't placed the order yet because it ain't nowhere near time. But those are the planners that I'm going to order. From Clever Fox, I did take a look at the Clever Plan ones. The her medical ones and her fitness planner, and it doesn't fit what I'm looking for. So while they're beautiful planners, is not it just won't fit the needs that I have. I'm taking a look even at like the Happy Planner extension. It just isn't what I'm looking for, so I'm not going to use those. I think it was a few other, just a couple of those, even some inserts I've seen. It just isn't exactly my need, so that's why I decided I'm just going to go ahead and stick with Clever Fox and use their planners. And I like the book. I like the paper. It's very thick paper. I'm not really decorating like that on the paper. I mean, not when I mean decorating, I meant like I'm not using what is it called? Acrylic markers or anything like that. So I don't have to worry too much about that stuff there. But so that's not a it's not a deal breaker. So we have that going on. They do have a meal planner, a recipe planner. And I seen the one from Happy Planner, and then I think there was another one. I have to take a look at the one from Culver Plan. I think she has a recipe planner. And then because the one from Clever Fox is it is exactly 100 recipes. So I was looking, they have a few of them. And so one of them is 100 recipes. And I think they have another one that's only 60. You know, so I'm just looking at something that I can write the recipes in. So that ought to be cool. So how I'm going to do this is my goals from last month in February are going to be the same goals for March. Because that's all that I am looking for. Is just to stay consistent. So I'm not going to change them up. I'm going to do the goals for the next couple of months to make sure that everything is, do I have it? Yeah. Make sure that everything is, you know, I can at least do it for 60 days. Then we got heartbeat, and then do we have, what was that one? Oh, that was sleep. Yeah. So that's what I am doing. Today is the last week of January, so today is actually January 26th. So I don't think I'm going to fill them in, but I am going to label them so I know that they are the goals that I'm looking for, because they may be the same, but they may not be. What is I saying? Like, excuse me, they'll be the same, but they won't be the same. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. So I'm just going to put those there. I don't think I have goals. So it was goals and I'm doing it. And I'm going to use keep going. And don't forget. So that'd be good right there. And yeah, I'm still going to use, again, the exact same ones I was using before. Because if I could do these if I could go ahead and do them the next few days, I mean, you know, for the month, then I'll be good to go. Not exactly blue, but it's, I'll take it. The only thing I want to have is just a little bit of consistency in my eating habits and my exercise habits and how I record everything. Because the funny part is that I would eat the same thing over and over and over and over. At first when I was, you know, when I was younger, I was like, oh yeah, I don't need to do this. Man, please. I would eat the same thing every day. I don't even care. I don't know before, and it was funny because before I was never like that. I never wanted to eat the same thing. It had to be something different. But man, hell no. Why? Because it's less time that I have to sit there worrying about cooking. Because I am not going to be cooking all day, every day. So if I can make something for the week, then yeah, I think I'll go ahead and do that. It's funny because last month I didn't want to write them out, but now I'm writing them out. Huh. Things change. but I guess I'll just do that. So I have that for March. I'm not going to do the daily pages because I haven't even set them there. But I was going to do my March tracker on the last day. But then I decided, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to set it up on this page so that way it'd be right next to each other. So it's easier to take a look at how everything is. And since I don't have that much space, I can just go ahead and take the bathroom chart and just put it here. And I'll just write in the amount of times I went to the bathroom. So I did change up the categories just a little bit because I know how I want to do it. In February, again, this is January, so I haven't even started using the February one yet, but I'm already seeing some changes that I wanted to do. So doing that. And before I used to have I had these stickers that are of course in storage from, is it Planning with K, that has, you know, this straight sticker strip down. And for some reason I thought I brought those with me, that I remember when my dad was helping me pack up my apartment. He was over in my office area before I was, so he ended up packing everything up and I forgot to set anything aside because I just took like an extra day off because I was working in New Hampshire. I was driving, I was living in New Hampshire, but I was working in Rhode Island and I was staying in Connecticut. So I would go from working in Rhode Island, I'll do a 12-hour shift, I'll drive 3 hours home, I'll try to pack up some stuff, I'll go to sleep, I'll wake up, do a 3-hour drive back, work another 12, and I was doing that, and it was just so much going on, and I just couldn't do it. So this right here is going to be headaches and migraines. So depending on what one I get, is I'll put an H or an M. This is going to be shortness of breath. Heart palpitations. And what is this one? I even not know what this one is. I just can't read my own writing. Oh, duh. And you know what? It's the same word I couldn't read on this one. Extreme tiredness. I can't even spell right now. Swallowing issue. Dry mouth. And you would think that they would be the same, but sometimes I have a dry mouth, but I have no swallowing issue. I guess it just sounds. I guess it all depends. Dizziness. Now, I haven't had a dizzy spell in a while, but I have had them before. Got all my stuff up there. Side pain. Numbness. And it's where, like, K is going to be for the knee. LH is going to be for the left hand. You know, stuff like that. Blurred vision. Hiccups. Twitching. Sometimes my arms and my eyes will just start twitching out the blue, and I don't like it. Sneezing and coughing. CPAP usage of greater than 4 hours because I have to use it. It's recommended to, well, when I first got it, I had to use it at least 4 hours a day for 30 days. No, for 90 days. No, for 30 days straight before my insurance would actually pay for it. So now I try to make sure that I get at least over 4 hours. At least I get some type of sleep. And then this is the bathroom usage, and I'll just write the numbers in. It's all just messy over there. So I just changed just a few. So earlier today, I got up and I started my SUV because baby, she was encapsulated in ice. I had to chip her out of ice, and I mean, I was out there for like a good 15 minutes with the vehicle on in defrost mode, trying to get the ice out of her, off of her, because my goodness, it was. I did a Sunday when I got up and ended calling out of work because there was no way because I slid to the door, but I slid to the car, so there was no way I was gonna make it out there. When I got to her, she was just. I thought it was snow. Apparently, I was wrong. That was ice. So I chipped her out, and I'm looking. I'm like, okay, yeah, but I'll just wait an hour before I attempt to leave. Let the sun come out. Baby, the sun ain't never come out. It stayed hidden. She was not dealing with nobody today. And as I was chipping my car out the first time, I'm situated in a traffic circle, so I was watching people struggling trying to get around a traffic circle because I'm in a small town. They don't really I don't think they were prepared for that amount of ice that they were getting. Now they did put stuff down. That's one thing that they do. They did put stuff down, but the temperature was just too cold, and it was just too much coming down, so it wasn't really working. And when I tell you that those people was just when I tell you that those people was just slipping and sliding, I'm like, yeah, nah, I'm not about to bang up my vehicle to go to work, or worse, get to or try to make my way to work, crash, bust a tire because y'all not gonna pay for me. Y'all not gonna pay for my tire. Y'all gonna look right at me and be like, well, you still gotta get to work. Nope, that's not how that works. So I was like, nah, y'all not gonna pay for my vehicle. If I get stuck in a ditch, y'all not gonna pay for a tire. Y'all could care less if I crash it. I'm not doing it. So yeah, I'm not liking this pen. It didn't even go over to the even. Okay, yeah, I'm not. And I will throw these pens away. I'll throw the whole goddamn set away. Which is exactly what I'm about to do. About to throw the whole goddamn set away. I hate that. Hate pens that don't work. So I went out again today, cracked everything off. I had to, of course, break open all 4 doors and the trunk to get the ice out. I had to go on top because my Rogue has a little, like the thing on top of it, like not the antennas, but the little rails. So I had to chip the ice. That's crooked, but I had to chip the ice so I could go ahead and push it off the top part of the car. Because the one thing I can't stand is when it's snowing and people are driving and they don't take the snow off the top of their vehicles. That ticks me off because now if it comes off while you're driving, it could hit my vehicle, almost crack my windshield. The next thing you know, I'm in the accident because you was lazy. So I definitely made sure I cracked the ice and knocked all the ice off my vehicle. So that was done. And I came back in to warm up. And I'm like, yeah, and they're still struggling. They're still struggling. Still icy. It's still supposed to be in the teens and everything tonight. I think it's 27. I think it was like a high of 27 with a low of 11. And I'm like, oh, ho, 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 ho. I mean, it's warmer than when I was in New Hampshire because in New Hampshire it'd be like a high 8 and a low of -15 with a real feel of -22. And I do not miss those times at all. At all. So, I'm grateful. Now, my friend is in North Dakota, and theirs is ignorant. Like -34, -40. Baby, we not doing none of that. That is just, that right there is just too crazy. So she a little bit colder than what I am. But it's very good. Everything is good. I checked in with my brother because he just had a new baby on the 5th. Make sure that him and sis was doing okay, and my niece was doing okay, because they're only an hour from me. And then I checked in on one of my other brothers. He's an hour from me. Matter of fact, after this, I'm gonna text my third brother, because there's a lot of us. Those are just the 3 I'm mentioning, but I'm gonna check him and make sure him, his fiance, and kids are all doing okay, because he's half an hour from me. So that's March. I could put the little, I could outline a little washy thing here. You know, so check on them, make sure they're doing okay. Because I think his town is smaller than the one I'm at, and that's pretty damn small. So, and look ahead to sometimes buying cheap washi just isn't worth it. You know, I'm just trying just to get something just to tide me over, but you know, sometimes you can't do that. You can't do that. And this is one of these times. That's it. I'm just gonna sit there and let it there. And I hear something that sounds a little weird. But okay. So that's there. It's a little. So it is what it is. I don't care. So let's go for the back. So the way that this is because it's like 52 and 33. So I divided this into, I think, 17, 16, 17. So I think I did 16 across, and then it was 17, and then another 16, I think. Yeah, then I came over here too. Still on me? Yeah, it is what it is. And then going across is just 11, 12, 11. That's how the way I thought I could get a nice section. So it'll be somewhat even. And I think I like doing this before because that could be enough space. It could be enough space, but then I don't think I want it that way. Like, it could be fine, but, you know, I think I like this one better. I mean, I ain't got no choice because I'm already starting. It's already starting writing on it. So, and let me just make sure. Because then I would be too upset if I missed it. If I missed the whole line. So, yeah. I'm just going to set up the daily journaling pages, but then the actual daily meal plan pages, I'll just do those. When a month come in, I'll go ahead and set up all of them. Set them all up for the whole month. So that way I can focus more. Now what I did today is I saved like around 300-400 videos. I'm not gonna lie. I think my last queue on YouTube is like 222 planner videos. So what I did is I separated them into the budget videos, the reading and books videos, and then just the regular planner videos. And so I watched all the videos that were under 15 minutes. I got those out the way. And then I took a break and I was like, you know what am I going to do? Then I'm like, oh, that's right. I could go ahead and set up my March. So after I set this up, I'm going to go back and then I'm going to watch all the videos that are 30 minutes or less. So anything between 16 and 30 minutes, I'll go ahead and watch those. And then when all those are done, I'm going to go ahead and probably record another video. Give me something to eat, watch some TV, because I wasn't trying to watch TV, but it is a very cold day, and I started watching this new show on Hulu called The Evil That Lurks Within, and man, whew, that sucker got 16 episodes of crazy kids and adults. And it was funny because the first episode came off the gate with a bang. And I was trying to figure out where in the hell I was when that happened. But it was December 2nd, 2007. And I was stationed at MCRD with my then husband. Or basically my ex-husband, because I'm not married. And we were stationed over there. So I was like, oh, that's when that happened. Where is this coming from? Whatever. And I was like, damn. And I'm like, and then I was like, wait a minute. Because it showed a press conference that they did with President George Bush Jr. And I'm like, oh, I remember that. And I was like, that's right. And I'm like, oh, wow. So it's about to be a serious traumatizing trip down memory lane. Because I had just turned 27. So it was almost, damn near 20 years ago. So I was like, oh my goodness. So yeah, I'm like, I done found me a new one because I like those type of shows. You know, the first 48 is my jam because you got the first 48, you got the first 48 critical hours, and then you have after the first 48. And whenever they get to snitching or they put their head down or they get to crying, can I call my mama? No, go straight to jail. Should have thought about that before. I just be sitting there watching all of them. And man, the fact that they haven't repeated, man, I just know one thing. I'm not going to Tulsa, Oklahoma. I ain't going to Mobile, Alabama. I ain't going to Memphis, Tennessee. Like, I'm staying out of Georgia. Like, y'all is wilding out there. But I still like the show. So then I have The Evil That Lurks Within. So I'm like, all right, we can go ahead and get that done. And I don't think I have any more I don't think I have any more weekly. Oh, yes I do. I'll use the ones. I use the day covers from Boulder Bond. So that'll be good. Sunday the 28th, yeah. So but I was like, wow. I'm like, good God. That sucker has 16 seasons and it is thick. Now, of course, I realize they don't, of course, it's Netflix. I mean, it's Hulu. So, of course, they don't have every freaking season. I think they are missing season 14 and 17. And then on season 16, they got like 5 episodes. Not even the ones in order. And I'm like, here we go. Here we go with that crap. Why did I do that? I know y'all looking at me like, girl, you're doing it wrong. I know. I see it. I'm like, wait a minute. Something ain't right here. See what happened when you be talking too much? Especially me. I don't be knowing what the hell I be doing when I be talking. But I'm going to watch I'm either going to watch the rest of the season or I don't think I have that many planners that are over. That's between 13 that's up to 30 minutes. So I think I'm gonna watch those. Then I'm gonna take a look at. I know. I caught myself. And take a look at at The Evil That Lurks Within. Because right now, for my Audible book, I'm listening to what is it called? The Demon. The Demon Next Door. And oh my goodness, that is a true story. And when I tell you, I am disgusted. It got 3 parts to it. I'm only on part 1. And when I tell you I was in the car cussing out everybody, the judge, the people at the church, like this dude done brutally attacked this girl. And what y'all gonna do is try and say that she deserved it? I'm like, oh hell no. I was like, you know what? I can't do it. I cannot do it. But I'm listening to it and I'm getting upset. I am disgusted, but I'm like back then in the 70s, they just did not know how deeply disturbed that dude was, but it was signs, and it's the fact that they automatically did not believe the girl, even though she had the visible marks. They still didn't believe her, even other women. I'm like, this is, and it ain't nothing changed. It ain't nothing changed. But I was just disgusted. Like, that woman has to live with that for the rest of her life. And y'all sitting over there acting like, oh, well, she probably deserved it. Like, seriously, excuse you? Mm-hmm. So I was talking to my mom about it, and she was like, oh, did you finish it? I said, nah, not yet. She said, girl, when you finish it, just call me back. I'm like, oh, man. I tell you that, it was just one hell of a book. And it's on Audible. It's only on Audible, because that's how Ma was listening to it. And it's called The Demon Next Door. It's a 2 hours and 45-minute listen, I think. But baby, no. I'm still disgusted. But I think I'm gonna listen to it tomorrow. Because I kind of, you know what? No. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna listen to it in the car. I try to use my Audible books only for when I'm driving, because I have so many other things I can do when I'm at home, like a physical book. I could be reading my physical book. I have my Kindles. I could read the Kindle, but I try to leave the Audible stuff to when I'm driving, or even when I'm running errands. Depending on how long the errands are or where I'm going, I listen to the Audible. But since I drive a lot and I'm always on the road, I definitely try to make sure I get everything for my Audible. But yeah, I'm gonna have to. And I work Thursday and Friday, so I'm definitely going to end up finishing that book then. Because, like I said, I only got 2 more parts, and I'm already an hour out, and it's only a 2.5-hour book. I know it's over 2 hours, so I should definitely be done with it this by the end of the month. I no longer give myself deadlines to read books, or try to say like, oh, well, these are all the books I'm going to read this month. Nah, I don't do that no more. I just sit there, and what I read is what I read. Because I realize I end up stressing myself out because I didn't finish this book at this time. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that again. So I'll keep my goal, which is fine, because sometimes I have a lot of audiobooks. And if I'm going to be driving up and down the road, which I will be doing in February and March, I know I could definitely knock out a few books, because I'm doing them by the shortest book to the longest book. So right now, I passed like my little hour reads, and I'm on my, I passed my hour reads, and I'm on my 2-hour reads. And I think that may be the only Audible that's a 2-hour read. I think after that, I'll be going into my 4-hour reads. And I have a few 4-hour reads. I have quite a few 6-hour reads, several 8-hour reads. Not that many. I think I only have one 8-hour read, though. I'll have to come back and check. But, yeah. Let's go ahead and do that. And do I still have... Nope, I don't have a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And I could have sworn I did have one of those, but apparently I am wrong. I just want to check to make sure that I don't. Nope. So that would be Sunday, Monday, or no. Yeah, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So what I'm going to do, I could just do Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and just leave it like that. Because anything that I'm just completely off that line. Because when it comes to recording how I did overall, that's going to be done in my journal. Man, I am tearing these lines up. I ain't getting them at all. Ugh, Jesus. So I said, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. There we go. And I doubt if I ain't gonna use all that space, you know, but I want to keep it uniform. And so this is going to be Sunday the 29th. Monday the 30th, and Tuesday the 31st. Alright, and then that's it. That is going to be it. So I'm going to place this tab here. And this is for March. And I'm going to fill these in later. And yeah, that is it.